Hey guys, welcome back. It's Griai again. Today we're playing Roblox while I tell you another mystery that has been talked about for over 50 years. High in the snowing mountains stood an old wooden cabin. Nobody had lived there for decades, but every winter, a warm light appeared in its windows. The strange part? People always found footprints leading to the cabin, but never any footprints leading away from it. Where did those footprints come from? Who was inside the abandoned cabin? Stay until the end because the truth is something nobody expected. Let's begin.
The Locked Cabin in the Snow. For more than 50 years, the people of Pine Ridge avoided a lonely cabin high in the mountains. It stood surrounded by tall pine trees. Every winter, thick snow covered its roof. Its windows were cracked. Its chimney looked broken, and its front door remained locked all year long. No one lived there. At least, that's what everyone believed, because every December, a warm golden light appeared inside the cabin. The light always turned on just after sunset and disappeared before sunrise. Nobody had ever seen anyone enter. Nobody had ever seen anyone leave. The mystery became even stranger after every snowfall. Fresh footprints always appeared. They led toward the cabin, but there were never any footprints leading back. The people of Pine Ridge had many theories. Some believed the cabin was haunted. Others thought a mysterious traveler lived there. Many simply stayed away. But three friends couldn't stop thinking about it. Their names were Mia, Jake, and Oliver. They loved solving mysteries. One snowy Saturday morning, Mia unfolded an old map she had found in her grandfather's attic. A tiny X had been drawn directly over the cabin. Beside it were 4 handwritten words. The truth waits inside. Jake looked at Oliver. I think we just found our next adventure. The next afternoon, the 3 friends packed backpacks, flashlights, warm jackets, food, and a camera. They climbed the snowy trail toward the cabin. The higher they climbed, the colder the wind became. Snowflakes danced through the air. The forest grew quiet, almost too quiet. Finally, they saw it. The cabin, exactly as everyone described it. Old, silent, and covered in snow. Then Mia noticed something. Fresh footprints leading toward the front door. She counted them carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But just as the townspeople had always said, there were no footprints leading away. Jake whispered, "How is that even possible?" Oliver slowly walked around the cabin. Every window was covered with frost. Every wall looked untouched. The back door was frozen shut. There was no sign that anyone had left. Suddenly, a warm golden light appeared inside. The children froze. It turned on, Mia whispered. The cabin had been dark only seconds earlier. Now every window glowed softly. Jake carefully reached for the doorknob. To everyone's surprise, it wasn't locked. The door slowly opened with a long cree. The inside was warm, much warmer than outside. A fireplace quietly crackled, but something felt strange. There was no firewood, no smoke, no one inside, only silence. On a wooden table sat an old lantern. It was glowing by itself. Beside it was a dusty journal. Mia carefully opened it. The journal belonged to a mountain ranger named Samuel Carter. More than 50 years earlier, Samuel had lived in the cabin while protecting the forest. He wrote about snowstorms, lost hikers, and helping travelers find their way home. To everyone's surprise, it wasn't locked. The door slowly opened with a long creak. The inside was warm, much warmer than outside. A fireplace quietly crackled, but something felt strange. There was no firewood, no smoke, no one inside, only silence. On a wooden table sat an old lantern. It was glowing by itself. Beside it was a dusty journal. Mia carefully opened it. The journal belonged to a mountain ranger named Samuel Carter. More than 50 years earlier, Samuel had lived in the cabin while protecting the forest. He wrote about snowstorms, lost hikers, and helping travelers find their way home. Then the final page read, "If anyone ever finds this cabin, remember, kindness always leaves a light behind." The children looked at one another. Before they could speak, Oliver noticed a loose floorboard. Underneath it was a small metal key. Attached to the key was another note. "Follow the light." The lantern suddenly became brighter. Its light pointed toward the back wall. Jake gently pushed on the wall. Click! A hidden door opened. Behind it was a narrow staircase leading underground. The children exchanged nervous glances. Then they walked down together. At the bottom was a small stone room. Inside were shelves filled with old maps, rescue equipment, journals. It was protecting memories. The lantern had been specially designed to stay lit for many years. It was powered by an old mechanism built into the cabin. Samuel wanted future generations to remember that helping others was the greatest treasure of all. Just then, the children heard footsteps. They turned quickly. An elderly park ranger stood in the doorway. He smiled kindly. "I've been taking care of this place for many years." He explained that every winter, he quietly visited the cabin to keep Samuel's memory alive. The footprints belonged to him. "But why are there never any footprints leaving?" Jake asked. The ranger laughed softly. He pointed toward another hidden tunnel beneath the cabin. It led to a different trail on the other side of the mountain. The mystery was finally solved. Weeks later, the cabin became a small mountain museum where visitors learned about Samuel Carter and the brave rescues that had saved countless lives. The children smiled every time they visited because they knew the truth. Sometimes the greatest mysteries don't hide monsters. Sometimes they hide heroes. And every winter, the warm light still shines through the cabin windows, not to scare people, but to remind everyone that kindness never goes out. And that's the end of today's mystery adventure. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to my channel. Every new subscriber means so much to me and helps me create more Roblox mystery stories, just like this one. Seeing this community grow makes me truly happy, and I hope you'll be part of it. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and tell me in the comments which mystery we should solve. Next, turn on notifications so you never miss a new adventure. Thank you so much for watching. This is Gray, and I'll see you in the next Roblox mystery story.